Hey everyone, it's Modest Millions, and today we are back with Monday Millions, and we're going to be talking about the gold from the past 2 weeks, plans on moving forward, Shadowlands gold making currently, and some plans to help you get started with your gold empire. So let's go. Alright, so for the past 2 weeks, the gold has been decent with not truly focusing on it. I have around 690k on my main that came in from cooking and bags, along with the Vantis rune flip that was an easy 90k profit, followed by another 200k at least on my Alch Inscriptioner on the server from tomes and a variety of potions, and then another 50 to 100k across a couple of servers that I've started posting transmogs on again. But the focus of this episode is going to be the setup, the auction house PvP, and current farms. So a lot of people have been asking about what they should be focusing on with their gold making right now. So I put together a guide that will break down the 3 levels of Goblin and how you should be setting your focus in each group. So here's a sneak peek. So basically you have 3 levels and each level is going to focus on something different. The beginner level should be focusing on almost exclusively Shadowlands content. Grinding rep for patterns, doing skinning and meat farms, mining herbalism routes so that you can get 500k or more raw gold in your bank. Then once you have all of this rep up for Shadowlands, 500k or more, you can move on to intermediate goblin level. This is going to consist of more auction house flipping, a little less farming, and a boost in your crafting because you're buying the items off the auction house instead of farming. And then you should start trying to do maybe about 5% of your daily playtime as old world content for your crafting professions, and start playing around and getting your feet wet with building a solid foundation for crafted transmog. And then finally, I would say once you hit a solid 1 mil liquid plus investments and you've already done everything in Shadowlands that we've talked about before, you can start branching out into the expert level of goblins. And this is where a lot of people almost exclusively, other than the expansion launches, will buy materials from the AH to restock their crafted items, and almost entirely no farming, and doing all of their gold making from the auction house. The best part about hitting this stage is then you have a lot more free time to go back, grind old reps and patterns, and work on building your crafted transmog inventory, as well as now implementing your farmed transmog inventory. I know it sounds like a lot, but when you hit this level of Goblin, normally you should have a solid 4k items for transmog up on the auction house at any given time. This is the sweet spot for your variety. Obviously, don't run one dungeon for 100 hours and list 50 of the same transmog. Now, from the questions that I've been getting, a lot of you are kind of in that beginner to medium range and have been asking what you should be focusing on. Make sure that you're looking back at my legendary video talking about whether or not you should be getting into leveling your legendaries, as well as focusing on a couple of the other skinning and meat farms. These are still hands down the best Shadowlands gold farms currently. You can still make an easy 30 to 50k running through Ardenweald on the shortened route, skinning the mobs and selling the meat and the skins. But hopefully this outline and the video coming up is going to be helpful and give you a good idea of what you should be focusing on during your gold making journey, because the last thing that you want to do is only be running old world transmog farming and wondering why you're only making 50k a week. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about is the past 2 weeks I've started working on my auction house PvP for Shadowlands a lot more and being very consistent with it. Getting my bank alt set up so that I can do a bunch of cancel scans, reposting, and just last night I saw a drastic improve with the gold per hour. Just while we were on stream last night with the bank alt in the background checking my listings, maybe every 10 minutes, I increased my sales tenfold and made around 100k profit in just little over an hour on the side while I was actually streaming. So make sure you check out my TSM beginner guide if you missed that. It talks about groups, cancel scans, and really shows you how to do that. So now moving forward and the plans moving forward for my setup, I'm still working on getting all of my tailoring patterns that I want for my new Horde server. Last night on stream was actually super productive, and we got 10 new patterns from under 2 hours of grinding, so that's not bad at all. Got through a lot of the Silithus patterns for tailoring, got my rep up with Timbermaw, and bought a couple of the vendor items as well. I'm almost done with my vanilla patterns, and then we're going to be starting to move on to outland patterns and farming those. And like I said, these are all things that you should be doing after everything else from the first couple of levels of Goblin is already done. Prioritize the basics and then optimize the automated. And that's really it for this, guys. Thanks for all the support and understanding. We had some internet issues and had wires being replaced around my area, so kind of been offline for a little bit. I'm also getting ready to go through a move, so hang tight. Some of the guides may not be daily, but I promise I'm working on them. And also a huge shout out to the community, everyone that subscribed and has been following me from the beginning, or if you're new to the channel, thank you so much. We just hit 7K subs and I honestly can't thank you guys enough. I looked back at our community tab and it's been a little over 10 months since I put out my post thanking everyone for 1K subs. I can't believe that we've actually grown this fast. It's been absolutely amazing. And I hope that we can continue to grow the community in the future. So I'm really excited to see where we go from here. If you made it this far and you haven't already, comment Hardcore Monday Millions in the comments below with your Discord name and I'll get you your special rank. Don't forget to join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch. We're live every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Central. And if you're looking for more exclusive content and want to support the channel, then find me over on Patreon. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please comment, like, and subscribe down below. And I will see you all in the next video.